In this video, I'm going to show you how using numbers and precise metrics makes reaching your dream physique simple, easy, and doable in 90 days. When you don't use this method, you're literally flying blind. It's no wonder why you're struggling or what you're currently doing is just not working out. There's no clear relationship between your actions and the consequences. Tell me this, how much have you learned just by doing this in 6 weeks? Like, isn't it incredible? If you don't have this squared away, you're gonna wake up in the morning, look at yourself in the mirror and be like, fuck. I'm gonna give you the knowledge that I wish I had 10 years ago when I started in fitness. And this was the gate key for me, the catalyst of clarity. So when you're executing, there's no wasted effort and results happen rapidly. So this is for you if you're confused why your current fitness situation is just not working out.
The other personal trainer, but I don't have that muscular look that I have with what you and Seth have done with me. So it's greatly appreciated, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. This is for people that want to save time and effort by using a straight to the point system that works. This is also for you if you understand the importance of your body and you will take action because you're highly motivated, analytical mind people that love numbers. You will excel with this. If your body isn't a priority of yours, don't even talk to me. If you're lazy, unorganized, type B, this isn't for you. If you don't want to learn anything, what are you doing here? You won't take action, so you're not going to do anything that I ask of you. You make excuses for not executing. Guys, I don't expect perfection, but what I do expect is talk to me why you didn't execute. What issues did you have? And I've dealt with it with other people, so I can help solve it for you. Let's dive into how this works. So if there's an accountability or you have a consistency problem, I use an app called TrueCoach. It's not cookie cutter, it's tailored to you. And it provides a framework for progressive overload, which I'll talk about a little bit later. So I check in with you there every day. And if something's not getting done, I dial into you and be like, hey man, what's going on? Why aren't you doing what you need to do? I also use my Fitness Pal that connects right to TrueCoach. It gives me the whole macro split breakdown. So if that's not getting done, I'll be on you about that as well. And me having a bird's eye overview of what you're doing makes a world of difference in keeping you showing up. Maybe your issue is stubborn belly fat or just fat in general where you feel plateaued. You feel like you're doing everything you can and it's just not going away. By implementing the system, getting it up and running, I can identify exactly what's going wrong with you. And the beauty of it is I can tweak the things to make it as seamless and easy as possible to keep you at a rate to progress in losing that without feeling like you're starving or losing your damn mind. Maybe your issue is building muscle and you feel skinny. What we dial in for you then is using the TrueCoach framework and doing progressive overload within that. So I have you record those numbers and then I can keep you accountable on, hey, let's push for more reps or more weight, which progressive overload is just essentially doing more volume or work done on each muscle group. So how do you create flexibility and balance within your life? Well, in the short term and through the program, when you're traveling or you have a party or something, we carb or calorie cycle. Enables you to give you that balance so I can show you how to take those extra calories, input them into intensity and volume within the workout, while also netting progress towards your goal. I talk more about that within the program. And then how do you maintain this long term? Well, this is the thing. By learning this skill set and the drills, it becomes intuitive like the back of your hand by the time I'm done with you. And you'll always have it to draw upon. So you don't necessarily have to track your food the rest of your life. Once you track consistently for a while, you understand the correlation between portions, the calories that they contain, and how it affects you and your current goal and mindset at that time. That will never be taken away from you. So I'm going to bridge that gap and get you there so you understand that process. That is like the catalytic key that I can give to you. So you know how to turn it on and off. You want a specific result, you know how to track and get right to that. If you want to take it easy for a week or 2 weeks, you can do that. And you also have an intuitive base so you don't stray too far from your goal. That's what's going to happen long term. Because to be honest, I have no clue how other fitness coaches do their work without tracking this stuff. Like there's no other way really to effectively do this because if you're not doing this, you're operating in a gray zone. You don't know what the fuck you're doing with training. You don't know what to change. You don't know where you're going wrong. So it's no wonder that maybe you've worked with a coach before and you got initial progress, but then you get stuck in plateau and you're like, okay, why am I not seeing more changes? Why don't I have abs? Because they're not identifying and keeping the system in place so we can fine tune and tweak the exact thing that's holding you back and bottlenecking you.
I can also agree with that because I also was with a trainer last year around this time, but I didn't have like the muscle definition that I have now.
Right. You might be thinking, Luke, I'm busy. I've got a family, I've got work obligations, I travel. And my point to you is this actually makes that easier because it's organized, it's laid out for you, and there's no other way to do this. Like if you try to do it sloppy, something is bound to go wrong and you don't know what that is. So I'm trying to take things off your plate long term instead of putting them on. And this should ultimately be a priority. If you don't have this squared away, you're going to go to bed at night, or you're going to wake up in the morning, look at yourself in the mirror and be like, fuck. Like, what's more important than having that confident mindset, excelling at work, being healthy and being that role model for your family, and having longevity long term, feeling good, having energy, being focused? What's more important than that? Your fucking bullshit work obligation, that some meeting that you're going to go to and not pay attention to anything in? No, this is the priority. This is the priority. You are the priority, your health, your body, your mindset. So that should first be clear. And if that isn't the case, I don't want to work with you. And if it is, this is the best way to get that organized. Once it is organized, like anything else, it saves the time. It becomes more efficient. That's why we do this. This is the drill set. This is the clarity. Let's get that installed. And this doesn't just happen to me in a vacuum. Like, it's actually amazingly effective. I'm able to simplify it and implement it in other people's lives. And I've helped over 50 people already, and creating a community that's very active, so you're never going to feel alone. It's just been popping off. It's been amazing to see. And I just feel fortunate and thankful for you guys that I'm able to help you this way and package this off. Like, that's my ultimate goal that I want to get back. For Eric, who happens to be a chemical engineer. So this is what he looked like when he came in to see me. And this is him now. He went from 207 pounds all the way to 178. And for him, the numbers and managing his consumption budget with his strategy was the key and catalyst that enabled him to now control his body. And he still fluctuates around this look based on his lifestyle, which you can see by his numbers here. He still goes out on the weekend to have a couple drinks and dinners with his friends, but during the week he's structured with a deficit we talked about, so he has that balance. And you don't necessarily have to track the rest of your life, but this was back in April, and now he tracks on and off because it's intuitive now. So this is the drill set, so you learn for a lifetime. Joe was another guy that just absolutely killed it. He came in already pretty active. He was 205 here and absolutely shredded down to 187, I believe. Soli was another great story here. He started off overweight, did some initial fitness stuff. When he started working with me, this is what he looked like. And right away I was like, all right, man, you've built a little bit of muscle. This is good, but let's get rid of all this unnecessary fat. So, we installed the budget for him, got his protein where it needed to be, and he's come all the way down here, completely leaned up, and now we're getting rid of this last bit of belly fat. He also got some amazing, functional strength out of it. So why work with me? So first off, most fitness coaches, they hardly have any sort of qualifications, where for me, I come from an academic background. I studied biology, exercise, and phys at UIC's Honors College and graduated cum laude, so that's where my nerdiness comes out. And I understand what it's like to not like how you look and to feel like you can be better and a better version of yourself. Here's me too, also kind of looking weird. But the first thing I did was just starve myself because I didn't know anything else, just crash dieting. I got pretty thin, but it just wasn't where I wanted to be. And so then I got into the whole nutrition side of things and really learned about protein intake, getting my calories up, and put on good muscle. From there, I wanted to lean up. I wanted to unveil all the muscle underneath. So that's what dialed me into caloric deficits and carb and calorie cycling. And I got very lean. I did a couple of physique shows, which I ended up doing really well. This was my last one when I was 22. You can hear my friends cheering me on, which I was lucky to have. I feel very fortunate that I've created a system where I can apply exactly what I went through to you and live that journey through you again and watch you transform personally, mentally, physically, and spiritually, which fuels the passion for my job. And I'm very, very fortunate for you all and being able to help people this way. This comes down to two choices. Your choice A, where you do nothing, you continue struggling with what you're struggling with, you don't make any progress, you look in the mirror, you're not happy, your health is fucked up, you're not going to get longevity, or be a good role model for your friends, your family, your kids. And if that's you, I'm sorry. I wish I did a better job convincing you to move towards choice B, which is you schedule a call with me. We just have a conversation. It's free. And if you're a good fit, we move forward, let you know how this whole thing works, and I get you bridged right to your goal. So you have this skill set for a lifetime. You can turn it on and off and get ripped whenever you want. You can maintain flexibility around that and still balance your life. That's the gift I want to package to you, and that's a fulfillment I want to provide to the world. So thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll talk soon.